Hello, fellow Seinfeld enthusiasts. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the world of Seinfeld, the iconic sitcom that defined an era of television. But as we reminisce about the laughs and quirky characters, we also want to pay tribute to those talented actors who brought the show to life. Join me as we take a heartfelt look back at some of the beloved Seinfeld cast members who are no longer with us. Their contributions to the world of comedy left an indelible mark, and it's time to celebrate their lives and remember the joy they brought us during the show's golden years. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, so you never miss any of our nostalgic journeys through television history. Now let's embark on this tribute to the Seinfeld actors who have left us, but whose comedic legacies will endure forever. Stay tuned. Ruth Cohen. In many respects, the Seinfeld Cafe, Monks, is a character in itself, sharing the screen with the actors. Serving as its human embodiment is Ruthie Cohen, the cashier who graced a remarkable 101 episodes of the show. Though uncredited and nameless, Ruthie may not have always had a speaking role, but throughout the 9 seasons, she made the most appearances. Ruth Cohen passed away from a heart attack on August 23, 2008, at the age of 78, in the Panorama City neighborhood of Los Angeles. Her memorial service and burial took place at the Mount Sinai Memorial Park Cemetery in Hollywood Hills. Born in the Bronx, New York City, Cohen ventured into acting in the 1980s following her widowhood. She had brief speaking roles in 3 episodes: The Gum, The Foundation, and The Junk Mail. Beyond Seinfeld, she made appearances in other sitcoms, including The Golden Girls, The Nanny, Married, with Children, and Roseanne. Jerry Stiller. Jerry Stiller, embodying the iconic Frank Costanza, stands nearly peerless in the orchestrated chaos of Seinfeld. Frank's colossal presence on the show defies belief, considering he graced only 24 episodes. On May 11, 2020, Stiller passed away from natural causes at his residence on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, marking the end of a remarkable life at the age of 92. Born on June 8, 1927, at Unity Hospital in Brooklyn, New York City, Stiller was the eldest of 4 children to Bella, née Citron, 1902-1954, and William Stiller, 1896-1999, a taxi and bus driver. Hailing from a Jewish family, his paternal grandparents immigrated from Galicia, southeast Poland and western Ukraine, and his mother was born in Frampol, Poland. In 1953, Stiller's life took a significant turn when he met actress-comedian Anne Miara, leading to their marriage in 1954. Stiller's comedic prowess brought about their partnership, and they became a renowned comedy duo, joining the Compass Players in Chicago and later performing in nightclubs across New York City. By 1961, they were deemed a national phenomenon. Stiller also showcased his humor in filmed skits for Rock Band, Rush's 30th anniversary tour concerts in 2004, and made cameos in the band's in-concert films for the 2007-08 Snakes and Arrows tour. He even graced Dick Clark's $20,000 Pyramid Show in the 1970s. A testament to enduring love, Stiller was married to Anne Miara for over 60 years until her passing on May 23, 2015. Their meeting in an agent's office, a coffee date to console Miara, evolved into a lifelong partnership. Miara, originally Irish Catholic, converted to Judaism before the birth of their 2 children, actress Amy Stiller and actor-comedian Ben Stiller. Stiller thus became a grandfather to Ben's 2 children. Barney Martin. Morty Seinfeld. For his first 2 appearances on Seinfeld, it's Barney Martin who is etched in the memories of Seinfeld fans when recalling the character. Martin portrayed Morty for 19 episodes. On March 21, 2005, he succumbed to bladder cancer in Studio City, Los Angeles, California, at the age of 82. Hailing from New York City, Martin served in the U.S. Army Air Force as a navigator during World War II before dedicating 20 years to the NYPD, rising through the ranks to become a detective. His journey into comedy began while still a police officer, delivering humorous presentations to deputy commissioners. Venturing into show business as a stand-in for Jackie Gleason in The Honeymooners, 1955-56, and a part-time writer for Steve Allen in the 1950s, Martin's talent caught the eye of Mel Brooks, who cast him in The Producers. The following year, he played the role of Hank in Charlie. His filmography includes numerous movies, such as portraying Liza Minnelli's unemployed father in the acclaimed 1981 film Arthur, and its 1988 sequel, Arthur II, On the Rocks. In the realm of television, Martin appeared in 2 episodes of The Odd Couple, first as an irate fellow juror, infuriated with Felix Unger's pesky personality in an early episode, and later as a fellow subway train passenger 4 years later. Subsequently, Martin co-starred with Tony Randall for 2 seasons in The Tony Randall Show as court reporter Jack Terwilliger. In 1990, Martin assumed the role of Jerry Seinfeld's fictional father, Morty Seinfeld, in the sitcom Seinfeld. Making his debut in Season 2's The Pony Remark, Martin took over from Phil Bruns, who initially portrayed the character in Season 1's The Stakeout. The change occurred when showrunners Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld desired a harsher portrayal of Morty Seinfeld, deeming Bruns too laid back for the character. Martin continued in this role until the series concluded in 1998. Richard Hurd. Appreciation goes to Richard Hurd's compassionate depiction. Hurd even concluded his participation in the series. He passed away at his residence due to complications arising from colon cancer on May 26, 2020, at the age of 87. Hurd, born in Boston, was the offspring of Catherine and Richard Hurd Sr., a train engineer who lost his life while serving in the Army during World War II. Drafted during the Korean War, Hurd sustained a knee injury in basic training. Following his service in the United States Army Ordnance Corps, where he was honorably discharged, he worked as a civilian actor for the United States Army Signal Corps in Long Island, New York, alongside Robert Ludlum, contributing to the production of Army training films. Embarking on his acting career on the New York stage, Hurd initiated his film journey with Hercules in New York, 1970. His breakthrough film role came in the thriller The China Syndrome, sharing the screen with Jane Fonda, Jack Lemmon, and Michael Douglas. In this film, he portrayed Evan McCormack, the corrupt chairman of the California Gas and Electric Board, a role that garnered him international recognition. Hurd took on the character of James W. McCord, Jr. in the Academy Award-winning All the President's Men, 1976. In 2012, he assumed the role of Judge Paul Landsman in the TV series CSI: Miami, featured in the episode Rest in Pieces. Hurd portrayed Roman Armitage in Get Out, 2017. Recognized for his contributions to old-time radio, Hurd received induction into the National Broadcaster Hall of Fame. Additionally, he served as the 3rd National Vice President of the Screen Actors Guild. Ian Abercrombie. Embodied by British actor Ian Abercrombie, Justin Pitt's peculiarities nearly rival Kramer's eccentricities. Pitt stands out as one of Elaine's major gripes in over 7 episodes, featuring his character. Abercrombie passed away due to kidney failure in Los Angeles, California, at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center on January 26, 2012, just 20 days following the Wizards of Waverly Place finale. He was 77. Abercrombie, born on September 11, 1934, in Grays, Essex, England, commenced his theatrical journey during the Blitz in World War II. After achieving bronze, silver, and gold medals in stage dancing during his formative years, he graced stages in London, Scotland, Ireland, and the Netherlands. He made the transition to the United States at the age of 17. Drafted into the United States Army in 1957, Abercrombie was stationed in West Germany as part of Special Services, where he directed the continental premiere of Separate Tables. Subsequently, in the United States, he embarked on a film and television career, earning accolades for his contributions to Sweet Prince with Keir Dullea, Teeth and Smiles, A Doll's House with Linda Pearl, and The Arcata Promise, opposite Anthony Hopkins. His one-man show, Jean Cocteau, A Mirror Image, received acclaim. Abercrombie found a place in the hearts of cult film enthusiasts as Wise Man in the comedy horror film Army of Darkness, 1993. He made guest appearances on various television series, including Seinfeld, The Nanny, Wizards of Waverly Place, Airwolf, Babylon 5, Barnaby Jones, and News Radio. In the realm of radio, his voice resonated in several productions of the Hollywood Theater of the Ear. Abercrombie lent his voice to the character Ambrose in the Oscar-winning Rango, 2011, and portrayed Ganthet on Green Lantern, the animated series, concluding his work on the character shortly before his demise. In 1956, Abercrombie tied the knot with Elizabeth Romano, and their marriage concluded in 1978 after 22 years. In 1984, he entered matrimony with Gladys Abercrombie, a union that persisted until his passing in 2012. Star Wars Celebration the 6th featured the panel Vocal Stars of the Clone Wars, hosted by James Arnold Taylor and showcasing cast members Matt Lanter, Ashley Eckstein, D. Bradley Baker, and Tom Kane. Sandy Barron. Portrayed by another luminary in Broadway, the iconic Sandy Barron for 6 episodes, Jack Klompus's general distrust of the entire Seinfeld family takes a rather dark turn, culminating in Jack Klompus accusing Morty of theft. Barron passed away on January 21, 2001, due to emphysema in Van Nuys, California, at the age of 64. Sanford Barasofsky was born in Brooklyn, New York, and was raised in the Brownsville neighborhood, the son of Helen Farberman, a waitress, and Max Barasofsky, a house painter, both Yiddish-speaking Russian-Jewish immigrants. His father hailed from Slonim, Belarus. Graduating from Thomas Jefferson High School in East New York, he changed his name to Sandy Barron while attending Brooklyn College, inspired by the nearby Barron's bookstore. Commencing his career in the Catskill Mountains resorts with their distinctive Borscht Belt Jewish humor, Barron gained recognition. He later joined the Compass Players improv comedy group in the late 1950s. Barron made his debut on Broadway in Chin Chin in 1962. He participated in various Broadway plays, both successes and failures, including Autoro Oui, Generations, and Lenny, taking over the lead role of Lenny Bruce on Broadway after Cliff Gorman. In 1964, he became known through the weekly television program That Was the Week That Was, and served as the opening act for Steve Lawrence and Eddie Gorm at the Copacabana in New York City. During the 1966-1967 season, Barron co-starred with Will Hutchins in the NBC sitcom Hey Landlord, depicting life in a brownstone apartment in Manhattan. Throughout the 1970s, he made regular appearances on talk shows such as The Mike Douglas Show and The Merv Griffin Show, along with numerous guest spots on The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson. Barron also co-hosted The Della Reese Show and hosted several television talk shows, including AM New York and Mid-Morning LA. Additionally, he hosted the pilot for Hollywood Squares and frequently participated as a celebrity contestant on various game shows. Barron had 3 marriages, first to model actress Geraldine Barron, followed by writer-activist Mary Jo Webster Barron, and lastly to writer-screenwriter Stephanie Erickson, all culminating in divorce. He did not have any children. Daniel von Bargen. Portrayed by the versatile actor Daniel von Bargen, Mr. Kruger is involved in a few iconic storylines despite his brief presence in only 4 Seinfeld episodes. Von Bargen passed away on March 1, 2015, due to undisclosed reasons, having grappled with complications from diabetes for several years at the age of 64. Born to Juanita J. and Donald L. von Bargen, he hailed from German and English ancestry. His birthplace was Cincinnati, where he spent most of his childhood before relocating with his family to Southern California. In 1968, von Bargen completed his education at Reading High School and later graduated from Purdue University in Indiana. In 1974, he marked his television debut in Feasting with Panthers, a production depicting Oscar Wilde's imprisonment at the Reading Gaol, showcased on PBS's Great Performances anthology series. Von Bargen's theatrical journey included an extended tenure with the Trinity Repertory Company in Providence, Rhode Island, and his off-Broadway initiation in 1981 with Missing Persons. He participated in the premiere of Larry Gelbart's Mastergate and other productions at the American Repertory Theater in Cambridge, Massachusetts. His Broadway initiation occurred when the show moved to New York City. In 1990, he received a Theatre World Award for Outstanding New Performer for his role in Mastergate. His final film roles were as Maury in London Betty and as George Burgess in Things That Hang from Trees. Von Bargen was formerly married to actress Margot Skinner, but the two had divorced by the time of her passing on April 11, 2005. Skinner peacefully passed away from a heart attack in her New York City apartment. Elmarie Wendell, portrayed by Elmarie Wendell, Helene is a parody of the Hollywood queen Norma Desmond in Sunset Boulevard. Wendell's daughter, J.C. Wendell, is also an actress. The announcement of her passing was made on her daughter's Instagram on July 21, 2018. The cause and location of her death were not disclosed, but Wendell was residing in Studio City, California, at the time of her passing. Born on a farm in Howard County, Iowa, as one of 5 siblings, Wendell spent her early years traveling with her musical parents and dancing with her sisters in and around the Midwest in various club and concert hall venues, including the Grand Ole Opry. Eventually, she ventured to New York City, where she participated in various productions, including the original 1959 off-Broadway staging of Little Mary Sunshine, featuring Eileen Brennan and John McMartin. A national touring company of Annie brought her to Los Angeles, marking a successful transition to film and television. She secured the role of the eccentric Mrs. Dubček on Third Rock from the Sun. From 1996 to 2001, she made appearances in approximately 70 episodes of the show Sam Lloyd. Ricky, portrayed by Sam Lloyd, nephew of Christopher Lloyd, is one of the eeriest characters in Seinfeld, developing an obsession with Elaine over 2 episodes. In January 2019, Lloyd received a diagnosis of an inoperable brain tumor, later revealed to be metastasized lung cancer that had spread to his liver, spine, and jaw. During this time, his wife, Vanessa, welcomed their son, Weston. Sadly, Lloyd passed away in Los Angeles on April 30, 2020, at the age of 56. Born in Springfield, Vermont, on November 12, 1963, Lloyd was the son of Mariana McGuffin and Samuel Lloyd Sr., an actor. Among his 5 siblings, Laurel, Robin, Sandra, and Jackson, he was the nephew of actor Christopher Lloyd. Lloyd attended Syracuse University in the 1980s, where he starred in a student film called Fan Mail, created by his friend Paul Perry, a production he described as a clever, fun, kind of homage to silent films. Lloyd is most recognized for his role as lawyer Ted Buckland on the comedy-drama series Scrubs and the sitcom Cougar Town. Both he and his uncle Christopher made guest appearances on Malcolm in the Middle, with Lloyd portraying a housing lawyer and his uncle taking on the role of Hal's father. The duo also appeared on The West Wing, with Lloyd advocating for the release of information about UFOs, while his uncle played a constitutional law expert. Billyree Wallace. Portrayed by Billyree Wallace across 3 episodes, Jerry's Nana is minding her own business when Jerry unexpectedly decides to cash all the 10 checks she's sent him for his birthday. Character actress Billyree Wallace, known for her roles in various TV series, including Seinfeld and Mad About You, passed away on Wednesday due to respiratory failure and emphysema at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. She was 73. Wallace is fondly remembered for her portrayal of Jerry Seinfeld's Nana on Seinfeld. Her repertoire also includes vibrant, slightly eccentric elderly characters in sitcoms like Dream On, Coach, Ellen, and Who's the Boss. She found success in TV commercials as well, notably in the popular Del Monte Salsa 3 Chihuahuas, Please commercial. Having trained with Stella Adler, Wallace graced the stage in over 50 plays. She was a founding member of the Gem Theater in Garden Grove, which later became the home of the Grove Shakespeare Festival. While she made appearances in several films, her final role was as the quirky old lady in the grocery store in the 1996 Albert Brooks Debbie Reynolds film, Mother. She is survived by her mother, a sister, 8 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren. Before you go, I want to express my gratitude. This channel has grown into an amazing community, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Your engagement, likes, comments, and shares, it all contributes to making this a fantastic space for sharing ideas and discussions. Thanks again for spending your time with me, and let's keep this positive energy going.